Hi and welcome to your practice. This is a fully standing class with focus on improving and strengthening posture. So it's quite a strong class, but at the end, I promise you will feel very nice and open at the front and very strong in your back. So let's get started at the top of the mat. Place the feet underneath the hips, roll the shoulders back and down, and we're just going to start here tuning in. So close the eyes. Do a little posture check before we begin. So find the soles of your feet first. Plant them firm down as if you want to push the floor away. Feel how that activates the legs. And then move your attention up the legs to your pelvis. Notice if your pelvis is tilted backwards or forwards. And then try to align it to center, and pulling the belly button up and in is going to help that alignment to fall into place. So the lower back is nice and long. And then keep moving up to the ribs. Notice if your ribs are splayed out here or if you can draw them together at the front to close them in and flatten out that front body. Keep moving up. Now we are up at the chest and the shoulder blades. Roll the shoulders back and down. Shoulder blades are hugging gently together at the back so the chest is nice and open. And you might want to turn the palms to face forward just to get that extra opening in the front of the shoulders. And from here, notice your chin. Pull the chin slightly back as if you want to create a little bit of a double chin, just so we know that it's not creeping forwards and the back of the neck stays long. Find the crown of the head and then lengthen out through the crown as if you could grow a few centimeters here. And then just notice the whole body. So this is a very active position, but it shouldn't feel strained or exhausting. But you should definitely feel like your body is engaged here, almost everywhere. And just notice which muscles has to switch on and which muscles has to let go for this to be a possible shape for you to be in. And then you can open the eyes if they're not open already. Let's take a breath in to reach the arms up and overhead. Grab a hold of your right wrist, then come up and over into a side bend towards the left. Ground that right foot into the floor. Take a few breaths into the side body. Heel here. Notice that you can create some space in between the ribs. And then come back up, change sides, grab your left wrist, come up and over to the right. Ground the left foot down. And coming up, maybe look up at your hands as you open the arms wide. We're going to clasp the arms behind the back. Pull the chest open, pull the hands away from the seat, and maybe lift the chest slightly here. Keep this and then start to bend the knees to melt the belly to the thighs or in between the thighs. And then drop the head and keep reaching the arms up and over. Relax the neck here, like give the shoulders a stretch. And then you can release the hands to the floor. Let's find a halfway lift. And again, all of that engagement here as well. Belly button in, shoulder blades back, back of the neck long. Take a breath in. And then plant the hands down, step back into your low plank. So your knees are going to come to the floor. Of course, if you can keep them off, that's fine, do that. But we are doing 5 slow push-ups here. Hug the elbows back and see if you can just tap your chin maybe to the floor. And then up. If you have the ability to drop your hips as well and tap the chest to the floor, you can do that. And then up. We do 3 more nice and slow. either the chin or the chest tapping down, or as close as you can get. Nice. One more. Oh, and then from here, we're gonna just lower all the way down to the floor. Find a cobra, shoulders back and down, lift the chest. Feel how the hips are pushing into the floor. So engage your glutes here and push your hips heavy down. You can get a little bit lighter in your torso and a little bit lighter in your legs. So when you do that, then hover the hands off the floor. Let's reach them forward by the ears. Swim them back to clasp the hands behind your back. And then gently lift the torso a little bit higher if you can. Maybe the legs can float off. Take 2 breaths here. And drop everything down, hands by your ribs. Find your cobra again. Breath in. Push yourself back up. Find your downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Stretching the back body. Maybe you want to walk the feet out. And then settle in for a couple of breaths. Find stillness in the body and depth in the breath. And then from here, we're going to ripple forward into a high plank. So coming forward, shoulder stacks over hands. Drop the knees down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a tabletop. Stretch your right leg behind you. Now bring the knee out to the side. Maybe look at it as it comes forward. Try to tap it to your tricep or your right shoulder. And then stretch it back. Realign the head towards the front. And then bring it in again. Look to the side. Try to tap the knee to your shoulder. And then stretch it back. 3 more times. Coming in. Stretch it out. Bring it in. Stretch it out. This is your last one. Bring it in. Stretch it out. Now we're gonna bring it in again. This time to just step the leg forward. Find a fingertip lunge, so you might want to power up that back leg and then just step it to meet the other one at the front of the mat. Find your halfway lift, posture check here, posture check, chin back. And then fold, let yourself roll up the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. Breath in to reach the arms up. And breath out, hands to heart center. We go 1 more time. Breath in, arms up. This time grab your left wrist, stretch up and over to the right. Just for a breath. And to center, change wrists, side stretch to the left. Bring the arms up, lift the chest. Big circle with the hands, clasp behind your back, and then lift it up again. Deep breath in. Melting forwards, belly to the thighs or in between the thighs. You can open up your feet a bit wider. Drop the head and shoulders. Let the arms either hang over, or if you need a little bit more activation here, keep lifting them away from the lower back. And then drop the hands to the floor. Find your halfway lift, your posture check. Stepping back to your low plank, knees down. We go for our last 5 push-ups of this practice. So coming forward, elbows hugging back. As you either leave the hips up high and you tap the chin down, or you bring the hips with you and try to tap the chest down. Two more. Last one. And then let's lower all the way to the floor. Find your cobra, breath in. Hover the hands off the floor. Stretch the arms forward. Swim them back to clasp behind. Push the hips down as you lift the torso, maybe the legs off. Reach the hands away from your lower back for 3, 2, 1, and drop it all down. Cobra again. And pushing back, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. And then ripple forward to a high plank, dropping the knees down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the left leg behind you. Bring the knee out to the side. Look at that knee as it comes forward. Try to tap your left shoulder or tricep. And then send it back. Get long in the body. Bring it in. Tap as close as you can. Stretch it out. And bring it in. Stretch it out. We got 2 more. Bring it in. Stretch it out. And last one. And stretch. This time we're going to step that left leg forward. Bring it to the side. And step. For a fingertip lunge, power up the back leg. Look forwards and then step the right leg in to meet in a fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Folding forwards, rolling up the spine. Arms to the sky, inhale. And hands to heart center, exhale. Changing it up a little bit here, so posture check. Once again, shoulders back and down, shoulder blades together. Lift your lower belly up and in, and then let's sit down into our chair pose. So creating some heat in the legs, make sure the weight is at the back, so maybe lift your toes off the floor. Keep your chest open. Move into your left leg, start to lift the right leg off the floor. And then slowly start to reach that leg behind you to step, touch the toes down, find your crescent lunge, arms up. We're going to work the back body a bit more. So coming into your arrowhead, lean forwards, create a nice long diagonal from your right heel to your fingertips. And then turn the palms to face the floor. We're going to flap our wings here, so start to reach the fingertips far away from the body, out to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades, hug, hug, hug. The arms comes all the way behind us, trying to get the pinkies to touch. Now that's not going to happen most likely, but you're going to engage the muscles as if that's where you want to go. And then bring the arms straight out to the side and back up overhead, thumbs to touch. Open wide. Bring the arms down. Reach for the pinkies to squeeze together. And then arms back up. 2 more times. Out. Hug the shoulder blades. Pinkies close. And then back up. Last one. And back up. Find your crescent lunge. Stretch your front knee. Turn your back foot out. Bring your hands to hips for a moment. Find the feet in one straight line. Heels in, toes out. We're moving into some goddess squats. Grabbing an invisible pull down bar from up here. And we're going to imagine it's really heavy and we're going to pull it down with resistance. Feel the whole back body working. Shoulder blades squeezing, elbows trying to touch the waist as we maybe lift our chest. And then release on the way up. The next few times we're going to bend the knees as well. So start to pull down, bend the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades, hug the elbows to the waist, and then stretch up. 3 more times. Bending as low as you can. Try not to stick your butt out at the back. Keep the tailbone down. And stretch. Pull it down. Back body working. And stretch. Last one. Pull it down. And stretch. Turn the palms to face each other. Come back to your crescent lunge. So you have to readjust the feet a little bit again. Coming forward into your arrowhead. Move the weight into your left leg. The arms are going to open out to the side. Find your airplane pose as you balance. Hover the right leg off. Fire up that glute of the back leg and try to get as long as you can from the crown of your head to your back foot. Hold for 3. For 2, shoulder blades together, lift the arms higher. For 1, bend both knees. Reach the arms to the sky, take an inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. We go the other side. Shoulders back and down. Proud chest, sitting back. Chair pose. Move your weight into your right leg, lift the left leg off, and then see if you can, with control, slow motion, place those left toes behind you. Find your crescent lunge here. Turn the palms to face the front of the room, and then come onto that diagonal arrowhead. With the elbows straight, we're painting a big circle around ourselves, opening the arms wide, trying to get the pinkies as close together as possible behind us. And then lift the arms, thumbs to touch overhead. And open. And reach forwards. And open. Reaching forwards. Opening up. And forwards. One more. Around to the back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lift. Come back up. Stretch your front leg and move into your goddess squats. Readjust the feet so they're in one straight line. Grab your pull down bar, squatting down. Elbows to your waist. And stretch. And plie. Bend those knees. And stretch. 2 more times. Your back should be feeling quite engaged and maybe even a little bit tired by now. Last one. Pulling down with resistance. And stretch. Find your crescent lunge to the front of the mat. Palms to face each other. Coming forward into your arrowhead, open the arms to the side as you fly in your airplane pose. Holding here, getting long, long, long throughout the whole body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees, place the left leg down. Breath in, arms to the sky. And breath out, hands to heart. Center, close the eyes for a moment. Just let your breath calm down. And release, shake it off a little bit. We have one more thing to do. We're going to balance quickly here before we finish our practice. Standing on your left leg. The palms are going to face up, arms straight in front of you. And like we have been working with this whole practice, we're going to open up the arms straight to the side, hugging the shoulder blades together. Now step your right leg behind. Lift the chest, lift the chest, lift the chest, as if your shoulder blades are carving out the chest. And then maybe you can hover the right leg off the floor. Angel pose. Activating the whole back body, opening the whole front body. Holding for 3 more breaths. And release, reach the arms up. Prayer to your heart, right foot down. Last one. Open the palms up. Open the hands away from each other. Lift the chest, carve the heart out with your shoulder blades. Step the left leg back, or maybe hover it off. Finding some stillness in your balance if you can. If you're wobbling around, that's fine too. Very normal. 3 more deep breaths here. And reach the arms up. Place the foot down. Hands to heart center. This time drop the arms down by your side. Close the eyes. Turn the palms to the front. And without actively doing anything, just notice where your body is switched on and where it has let go. So you might feel that as you land here in the same position we started in, your posture is already better even if you don't actively change anything in this moment. So see if you can find some length between the feet and the crown of the head. Notice how open your chest is, how active your back is. And then release everything, let the arms just dangle, little bend in the knees and just sway from side to side. We're going to breathe in to close the practice. Arms overhead, draw them down to your heart center, close the eyes, and then bow the head to the fingertips. And we bow in gratitude to the practice, to ourselves, and to each other. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you can go out and about with your day, feeling tall and open and proud. I will see you in my next class.